It's nail day. As you can see, we've had a little bit of a rough time with these nails. I'm so heavy-handed, and this finger I literally constantly catch in my front door and rip the nail off, and I don't know why. They are looking a little bit grown out. They are a few weeks old, and they just need a bit of TLC, to be honest. And obviously I need to put a fresh nail on this one, but I only have about an hour right now because I need to go and pick up my little sister from school. So I think for now we're just going to do our best to kind of get it moving, get it going. I think I'm just going to file down the nails here. So for that, obviously I'm going to use a nail drill. Mine is just from Ali's, I think. It's a bit dusty, but I've had this one ever since I basically started to learn how to do nails. It was given to me by a family friend, and it's done me well, to be honest. And I'm not like looking to buy a new one until this one dies. I think a drill is a drill at the end of the day. I think obviously if you're taking clients it's a little bit different, but for me, just using it on myself, this one does the job. In terms of drill bits, I have my trusty mandrel bit, which obviously I will switch out the sanding band. Bearing in mind, I just want to preface this by saying I only do wet-end nails, so leave me alone. No, I haven't cleaned the metal bit, but it's only going on me and I am my own problem. But for taking down my nails, I quite like to just use I cannot remember what these are called, but they're just like the metal removal bits. I think they're like 5-in-1s. No, I don't think that's a 5-in-1, but if you go on Amazon or something and type in 5-in-1 bits, they're the ones that you want. And I'm doing an infill today, obviously, plus a fresh new nail on this one. So I'm simply just going to remove the bulk of the nails and remove any lifting, which I know we've definitely got a lot of lifting today just because it's been a rough few weeks for me. And I know we haven't actually touched on inspo yet. That's because I have no idea. So the inspo for this set, I'll either add it in once I do have an idea, or I will let you know later on in the video. But first off, we just need to get these down. For removing product, I like to set my drill pretty high. My max is 30, so that is what I'm going to be doing. And like I said, I'm using my metal drill bit here. Drill Fandle.
Run fast from a day job, running fast from the way it was. Jump quick to a paycheck, running back to the strip club. I'm never going back, never going back. No, you can't make me. Never going back, never going back. They never take me. I paid enough of petty dues. I put enough of shitty news. I had a thing for dirty shoes since I was 10. Love dirty men alike. Ooh.
Okay, so I have debulked the nails. I debulked them quite a lot just because I like to see whether I've got any pocket lifting that I might not be able to see, etc., because the lifting is not always at the top. It can be anywhere in that nail, so I like to take them down really quite thin. Also because we need to remove the apex that we built the last time we did our nails, because that would have moved now, so it's like not going to be doing its job. So basically infills are just like restructuring the nails, so you've got to take down the previous apex and then you're going to rebuild that up. So you want the nails to be looking pretty flat at this point. And so I'm basically going to be showing you the prep now that I do for my nails. And basically it all kind of starts with some baby powder. I like to just basically completely strip my nails to basically be dry with the baby powder, sprinkle a little bit on, and then I will push back my cuticles, and I will use just some little cuticle bits just to then get off all of the dead skin that I have got. And I have about 20 minutes, so I'm just gonna crack on and see what I can do, and let's go. I do actually have a fan, a dust collector, but it stopped working, so this is just this for now. I'm obviously still wearing a face mask and stuff, so I'm still being protected, but I need to definitely invest in a new dust collector.
Day by day, ooh, never hearing what they say. Ooh, I just do it my way. God is these broken clouds. I ain't got no time, just burning daylight. Still love and still love and still love and still love, still love, still love. talking a lot. Sorry, I'm faded. I forgot. You love me. You love me. You love me. Gotta shift to 10 a.m. Gotta dip at 10 p.m. Gotta get that cash. Won't get past the lunch break. I ain't had a smoke break in about 2 days. No break. Been about 3 years since I dated you. Why you still talking about me like we together? I moved on for the better. You moved on to whoever. I was down for whatever, and then some. You gon' make me late to work again. Ooh, better today than yesterday.
Just realised that I completely forgot to tell you, but I also went in with a loop tool, which is a really good tool to remove dead skin, especially if you're a little bit hesitant with an e-file or if you're not e-file trained. I think they're really good. I just kind of do it as a precautionary double step. And then this is a 180 grit sanding band, and I'm basically removing any leftover lifting and etching the regrowth ready for application.
Still love it, still love, still love. Still love, nothing but love for you.
Okay, so all of the dry prep is done. I've removed all of the lifting from my nails, and now I do need to go on the school run. So I'm just gonna wash my hands and then just leave them like this for now, and I will be back with the wet prep, so the dehydration and the priming, and then we will get on to the acrylic application. Okay, so I am back again. This is where we left off. I've just got a bowl of cold water with a couple of ice cubes in for my monomer because it is currently 30 degrees in the UK today. Fast drying beads are quite literally the worst thing ever. So I need to etch the bare nail still and put a tip on there, and then dehydrate with some alcohol, put a bit of primer on, and honestly I think we're ready for the application. Let's get into it.
Don't eat and sleep past 9 a.m. Heartbeat make me feel wrong again. Can't feed them, just join the party. I don't wanna, don't need nobody. Make you see this is more than just a silly crush.
Okay guys, so I've actually completed pretty much everything now up until the design. My family basically decided to all come in and sit in my bedroom and chat for quite a while, so I did the other hand application off camera, and I also did all of the filing. So let me just tell you real quick what I did. I did this file 100/180, and I basically shaped up the nails to crisp them up into my desired shape, and then I just took my 180 sanding band again and I sealed in the cuticles, and then I've just cleansed them with acetone, because I also feel like that helps kind of like blend in the cuticle area. And I think what's so frustrating is that the application on my non-dominant hand, the one I didn't film, was 10 out of 10. I barely had to touch this hand with a file. This hand, the one that I was filming, my application was horrific, and I think it's because I'm focusing more on the angles rather than, do you know what I mean? Whereas with this hand I was like up here like this. I promise my application isn't always as terrible as what you will see, because it's so much harder to film and do your application. These are the nails. I do have a wonky finger, by the way. So I'm feeling so basic with my nails recently. So the kind of inspo that I was looking at was kind of just French tips with some zebra, and I know I just had zebra, but these inspos are slightly different, and I feel like I lean towards the animal print again. I'm just loving it. So I'll whack them up here, the ones that I've seen, and I'm either gonna go for one specific one or mix them together, but I'm not quite sure yet. So I've kind of run out of like my nicer browns at the minute, like tan colours, but I do have this like cream colour, and I don't know whether to do a mixture of cream and white French tips, and then the cream French tips have the black zebra on. It's a very, very light cream, so I feel like it could work, and they're just going to be very light themed nails. It was either this kind of vibe, or I was going to go for something like really bright and coral and like summery, but I'm not really feeling summery, to be honest, so I think we're going to keep it pretty natural colours today. Okay, so I have now finished the design. I need to clean my nails and put some cuticle oil on, but this is what we have ended up with. Obviously I've still got dust fluffing around everywhere, so I'm gonna go clean them quickly and put some oil on and then show you the proper finished result. Sorted, and I don't know if you kind of noticed at the start of the video that I already did have these little cuts on my cuticles because I've been picking recently, so I didn't do those today, but these are the finished nails and I am quite literally obsessed with them. I love just the single silver gem vibe. I think that is so nice, and the thumb is the white as well. But yeah, literally obsessed to the max right now. I do hope you enjoyed coming along with me to do my nails today. I was kind of gonna do like a bit more of a funky cool set, but honestly I'm just really tired, and I just really love how like simple and basic these are, but they also like have a bit of something to them. They're not just a plain French tip, so this is like the perfect balance between natural and like design, you know what I mean? Yeah, if you would like another nail day video, then please do let me know, and I will see you in my next video.